This Ballooncast episode has been adapted from an article written by Rebecca Pendleton. Rebecca is a product director and an aspiring writer. The title is 3 Ways to Simplify Your Productivity Stack. Streamline your daily tools for an efficient, stress-free work life. Levels, intermediate up. A stack in the technology world is a collection of tools, programming languages, and frameworks that developers use to create an app or service. These technologies work together for a specific purpose, and the stack is an important concept for keeping things consistent across the board. Most likely you already have a productivity stack. That is to say, you have a collection of tools, both digital and analog, that you use to organize your day-to-day life. You probably use a calendar app, a mail app, a to-do list, work tools, and document management. You might have a series of notebooks and post-its scattered around your desk. If you're anything like me, you've tried out a bunch of different apps and sites to track your tasks, your goals, and your habits. Productivity tools are there to help you lead a more efficient, organized, and contented life. But having multitudes of tools and apps can lead to overwhelm, which is the opposite of productivity. Recently, I've been exploring ways to slim down my productivity stack so that I don't have to keep track of information in lots of different places. Here are 3 tips for the acronym KISS, which means Keeping It Simple, Sweetheart. Number 1, simplify your tools. How? Use a 5-in-1 productivity powerhouse app. I love a productivity app as much as the next self-development addict. In the early days, I was all over Todoist, Any.do, and Google Keep. Next up was Evernote, and then I fell in love with Notion. Whenever a new app came on the scene, I was an early adopter. Like Goldilocks, I was looking for an app that was just right. Unfortunately, none of these apps met the mark fully for me. While one app would be great for capturing notes, it wouldn't be good for quickly adding tasks and send me reminders. Another would be great for habit tracking and to-dos, but didn't have a calendar to schedule my tasks for my day. However, I have stumbled upon what I might have to call the king of productivity apps, TickTick. It has replaced all my other apps to do the job of 5 other tools. To-do list. At its core, TickTick is a task tracker, and a very good one. You can tag tasks, give deadlines and reminders, and create folders. Agenda. Next, I can drag my tasks into the TickTick calendar, which is synced to my calendar app, so I can see my appointments and tasks all in one place. I can schedule recurring tasks to appear naturally. My whole day can easily be time-blocked with tasks, goals, and appointments. Notes. Instead of using a different app for capturing blog ideas and notes, TickTick has a note function which uses the same tags and scheduling. Habit tracking. There is also a neat habit tracker, which means I don't have to use another app for this. Pomodoro. Finally, TickTick has a Pomodoro timer, so I can get into deep flow focus time for 25 minutes. Having one app for all productivity use cases means you can remove all of those other apps cluttering your phone home screen. Instead of scrambling to remember where you kept a note or a task, you know everything is all in one place. Lovely stuff. Number 2, simplify written notes. How? Use one notebook with many symbols. Many people I know like to have multiple notebooks. I was one of them, mostly because I love stationery and it's a real treat buying a new notepad. However, the problem with multiple notebooks is that you can lose track of what information lives in what. It's also a pain in the bum to carry them all around. To solve this, I'm trying a new technique where I just have one notebook and categorize the pages with symbols in the top corners. Work-related pages are shown with a checkbox symbol. Personal pages are marked with a heart symbol. Ideas and sketches are marked with the star symbol. This means when I flick through my notebook, I can quickly find what I'm looking for based on the context. Number 3, simplify your schedule. How? Sync your calendars. I have a work calendar used by my company, Outlook, and a personal calendar, Gmail. It was stressing me out not having everything in one place. This might seem obvious, but the best thing to do is to synchronize your calendars to one single app. Outlook is great for this. You can see your different calendars in one single calendar view, rather than having to double-check another app when setting up a new meeting. I then sync this calendar to TickTick, so that my tasks and appointments are all shown together. It's a two-way sync, so regardless of whether I'm looking at Outlook or TickTick, my time-blocked schedule is identical. And how about you? How do you organize your daily tasks and appointments? Do you do it digitally? If so, which apps do you use and how? Discuss these questions with your teacher in class.